She was halfway through the window when the alarm screamed to life. My son's voice echoed from the hallway, small but sharp. "Dad, someone's in!" I froze for a split second, coffee still in my hand, watching the unbelievable sight. Our HOA president, Karen, dragging herself into my living room like some kind of budget spy. Her hair was a mess, her floral dress snagged on the frame, but her eyes were locked on me like I was the one trespassing. "You can't just ignore the HOA rules," she barked, stepping down inside like she owned the place. The shrill alarm kept wailing, and I could hear my kid's footsteps pounding upstairs. Karen reached into her bag and slapped a folded paper onto my coffee table. "Notice of eviction. You've been warned." I almost laughed. Eviction? On a property I bought outright in cash before this HOA even existed? But something in her tone wasn't just annoying. It was dangerous. My phone was already in my pocket, my thumb hovering over a number I'd saved for years but never thought I'd use. Before I could speak, Karen yanked her phone out and started dialing. "I'm calling the police right now. We'll see how tough you are when they drag you out of here in cuffs." She paced toward the door like she was in control, but the sound of tires crunching outside cut her off. 2 police cruisers had already pulled up, fast. And here's the thing, she didn't call them. Her smirk faded when the first officer stepped inside, eyes scanning the scene. He didn't look at me. He looked at her. "Ma'am," he said flatly, "you're under arrest for trespassing and violating a restraining order." Her face went pale. What restraining order?" I leaned back on the couch, finally sipping my coffee. "The one I filed last month." The room went silent except for the alarm still howling in the background, and my son peeking from the stairs, wide-eyed but safe. She had no idea that I'd been ready for her for weeks. Karen's voice cracked as she tried to talk, her way out. "This is my community. I have authority over every property here." She pointed at me like I was the criminal. The officers didn't even blink. One stepped forward, took her by the arm, and read her rights in a tone so calm it almost made the whole thing creepier. My kid came down the stairs slowly, clinging to the railing. "Dad, is she going to jail?" he whispered. I nodded once, not breaking eye contact with Karen. She was still trying to twist the story. "He's dangerous. He's violating HOA laws. There are rules." The taller officer glanced at me, then back at her. "Ma'am, this property is not under your HOA's jurisdiction. You were served legal notice 2 weeks ago. You chose to ignore it." Her eyes flickered. She didn't know I had that notice, delivered by a federal marshal. This was just the beginning. Watch the full HOA Karen story in my long video. Link is in the description.